simply overkill. Who the heck are you fighting to justify you?
Damn, bruh. Bruh, you something regular. You didn't even need to use your power on this dude, bruh. Who is that?
Richter scale with some of your moves. It is simply
Who
overkill.
is this? Yeah, he doesn't even look like. Yeah, bruh. Damn, bruh. Yo, what's good with y'all boys, man? Welcome back to another video. Another Olama-sama video, y'all. The man is getting consistent, I won't lie. Before it would take him, he would drop like once a month or something like that. Now he's dropping like multiple times a month, bro. He's more consistent than me. And his content takes way more effort to do than mine. I'm just reacting to stuff. And he's more consistent to me than me. That's besides the point though, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get consistent. There will be a point where I'm dropping like a video a day. I'm telling y'all, bruh, it's coming. Y'all just gotta give me a little bit of time to adjust, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point again. Y'all see what I'm here with. The worst superpowers IRL part 4. Part 3 was a banger. Part 2 was a banger. I don't think I watched part 1. It must have been a long ago, bruh. I didn't watch it. But we're gonna watch part 4 today. Maybe I'll go back to part 1 if y'all really like this video like that. Y'all have been messing with the Olama-sama videos that much, so I might have to go back to it if I didn't already do it on the channel. But yeah, man, without further ado, like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And let's get straight to it. You feel me? No sound? Okay. It always does this, bruh. When I'm editing, it sounds proper to y'all, but it doesn't sound proper to me in my headset.
Y'all know what this is by now. We're back to talk about some more useless powers, because there are still far too many that need to be covered. So enough chit chat, let's get into some of these abilities. For our first order of business, I wanted to spin back on some of the things I said in the second installment of the series. Being wrong is a part of life, and it can be good to admit when you were wrong on something. And I definitely gotta correct and revise one of the takes I made in that video about Gojo's abilities. In that video, I said that besides Infinity, which is essentially the barrier around Gojo, all of their abilities from the Limitless Curse technique were practically useless for IRL scenarios. As we see in JJK, a lot of Gojo's techniques are typically used in a combat sense. However, that doesn't mean that the very nature of some of these techniques are completely doo-doo water for ordinary situations. When I saw Gojo destroy everything in the surrounding area with the max output blue, I thought he could only use blue at max output to destroy things. However, you can use lower outputs of blue and use it as a pseudo telekinesis by manipulating the attraction field. So blue in itself is pretty decent at lower outputs, and you'd probably never need it at max output unless you're interested in creating a pull so strong that everything in the vicinity gets concentrated to a single point, essentially acting as a gravitational wrecking ball. Also, a lot of y'all were telling me that he uses blue to teleport, which I genuinely did not know. I kind of just ignored that part of his abilities.
I didn't know that
he just teleported through other means of space manipulation. But hey man, y'all already know how I feel about teleportation. It's always useful as long as we ignore the scientific implications. But y'all Gojo fans are still gonna have to hear me say that purple and unlimited void are still straight garbage in real life unless you expect to be in the army. Red is, for lack of a better word, mid. I really am not sure when you'll need the repulsion of red, because I haven't seen many other applications in the series besides pure offense. You can't even say that you needed to push an object because you can just use blue for that. Anyways, on to the new powers. The first one up to bat is Titan shifting from Attack on Titan. Shifters can transform into giant humanoids, so naturally they'd be pretty strong. Titan shifters were pretty consistently portrayed to be formidable opponents throughout the series, and they're the strongest characters if we don't include the Ackerman. There's quite a few different Titan shifters in the series. There's the Beast Titan, who typically has some type of animal characteristics. Zeke's Titan looked like a monkey and was able to throw rocks and practically anything else like cannonballs. There's the Armor Titan, who has armor, kinda obvious. We got the Warhammer Titan, who can make constructs out of hardened Titan skin.
I want to see how he's gonna say this is bad. I mean, like, it's very like not inconspicuous. It's very loud. Like, I spit. Oh my god! I apologize for that, bro. My poor mic. Yeah, bro. It's very loud, bro. You can't be like inconspicuous. You use it one time, everybody knows, bro. Everybody knows, bro. Again, the Jaw Titan has incredible jaw and claw strength. The female Titan is extremely versatile. The Colossal Titan is massive. The Cart Titan has great mobility despite looking like a crocodile and a human fusion in all the wrong ways. Then for some reason, the Attack Titan can look through the memories of future holders of the Attack Titan. I don't know how useful that specific ability would be in real life due to the logistics of actually passing on the Titan, but that's a problem for later. You also got a pretty decent regeneration factor when you're in human form, and that's all of the positives I really got for this power, because it's very clear that if you had this ability in real life, you'd quickly realize how worthless it is. Exactly.
First off,
And how many people are gonna bite off like their like chunk off a piece of your bruh? That's not something a regular dude. I mean, you could use a knife, but even then, like slicing your hand, bruh, just to activate the power, and even then to control it is an issue. Nah, bruh, he right. It's kind of iffy. But that regen though, you might not even need to use like the what's this, bruh? The foreign branch. Just the regen could be cool, but if you want the regen, just get like Wolverine's regen or like Deadpool's regen or something, bruh.
There will be zero sense of privacy when turning into a Titan.
Exactly.
So no little secrets or anything, everyone will know. You will be a human about the size of a building, so it's kind of hard to miss. And that's not to mention the fact that there's a giant explosion and lightning anytime you transform. If you see a lightning explosion in the middle of a sunny day, you're gonna know something odd is happening.
And if you're using the attack Titan, bruh, it's gonna kind of look like you, bruh. They resemble each other, bruh. I don't know how they didn't figure out it was Annie, bruh. I mean, I didn't either. Never mind. I see.
Also, something that needs to be noted is that even though the Titans are strong, they are not really like that for real. It's not like they have zero weaknesses. Yeah. The series has already demonstrated that there was anti-Titan technology that was very effective against the armored Titans. Our modern society is way more advanced than it is in Attack on Titan. If the country wanted to, they could neutralize you without breaking too much of a sweat. If you decide to start destroying stuff, you may cause some damage, but you're not going super crazy. Some of the Titan shifters are also just underwhelming in general. Like the armored Titan is cool and will probably be on the more useful side of the 9 Titans, but something like the Colossal Titan is kind of you just sitting there with a lot of hot steam. The Colossal Titan is really only good for the explosion.
For the nuke. I was about to say, you low-key, you might just want to nuke. Pause. This is a crazy sentence, man. You might just want to nuke and then turn back and then run, man. That's a crazy sentence.
Being a living nuclear warhead. It's not even like you're that big with the Colossal Titan, as you're still significantly shorter than a skyscraper. Exactly. Something else to keep in mind is that for a Titan to be really effective, some type of combat training might be in order. As we've seen by now, the ability isn't even that great on its own. But there's one thing I haven't even mentioned yet when becoming a Titan shifter, and it's the biggest drawback of the ability. Once you become a Titan shifter, you only have 13 years left on your life due to the curse of Ymir. So I
forgot about that. Nah, man, they can keep the regeneration at that point. What's the point of having like infinite? You can still get killed too if they stab your heart or anything, like any like serious. They can chop off your head. You can still die, man. You're not Deadpool, you know. And then they take away the rest of your life. If you're like 13 and you get this ability, bro, you're cooked, bro. You're not finna see 30. That's cooked.
On your lifespan significantly when you obtain one of the 9 Titans. If you want to pass it on, you gotta have another pure Titan eat you, but I don't know how that'll even work without other Titans existing in our world, so you'll just die in your 20s or 30s, which makes the ability even more worthless than it already is. If anything, it's more of a negative. In terms of real life uses, this power could probably help someone with construction or something, but we already have machines for that, so you'd probably not be too helpful. You'd also risk blowing up the construction site if you transform near it, and your body temperature would probably be too hot to work.
And what happened to this form? It came out like one time and never came back, bruh. Why?
Having a power like this is similar to the Susanoo problem, where it's difficult to maneuver in any densely populated area. I'm not even going to talk about the Founding Titan because of the royal blood requirements. You are basically asking for a death sentence if you want to become a Titan shifter. Bruh, I don't even know if a lot of the shifters in the series really liked being one that much. Long story short, it would not translate very well to real life. Next up is Mahoraga's adaptation. And I know what the title says, but I can't say that this ability is completely useless. Throughout the series, I like to talk about—
it's not useless, but like, you gotta have hella other powers to make it work, bruh. Like, for example, how Mahoraga be, like, you have to one-shot him, and he's super durable. For the Jujutsu Kaisen world, he's durable. Realistically, like, most other anime worlds just, like, destroying Mahoraga. He's not gonna adapt to nothing, bruh. So if you don't one-shot him, like, yeah, it could be cool. But his adaptation, it's like, bruh, you gotta have, like, that regeneration. You gotta already be strong as hell, because it doesn't make you strong to adapt to something, bruh. It just makes you invulnerable to a certain type of damage. That's not that strong, bruh, because you just won't die. That doesn't make you any
abilities that are absolutely trash for real life, but also powers that get their usefulness overstated. I'd say that Mahoraga's ability falls under this category as it depends on how reckless the user of the ability is with it. I think people are gonna believe with an adaptation ability that there's some invincible tank when that's simply not the case. As we all know, Mahoraga can adapt to anything, even physical stats. If you're thinking that's a lie, you might not have caught up with the manga. Basically, if Mahoraga gets hit with an attack, he starts a process to adapt to said attack.
Exactly,
There's a
takes
set time
a
limit to
while.
this, but if you hit him with the same attack again, the process speeds up. Full adaptation means that Mahoraga will be immune to the attack moving forward, and this works for anything, so you'd be able to adapt to diseases or any real health issues, which is very useful to have. But there's a caveat that people always underplay for some reason, and it's the fact that Mahoraga needs time to adapt. That's why the main way to beat him is to hit him with an attack hard enough to one-shot him. Although the anime extended it, the fight against Sukuna in the manga was only a chapter and a half long, because Sukuna realized he just needed to hit him with a strong enough attack before he started adapting. So as long as you're not crazy with what you want to adapt to, you'll have a really good ability. However, I know y'all well enough at this point to know some of you guys are still Arkham Asylum patients who will do the wildest thing you could think of with this power. One of y'all are gonna jump in front of a truck on the highway, then realize you can't adapt to anything if you're already dead. No type of healing factor gonna help you if you just get outright one shot. And that's another thing that needs to be talked about. It's the healing factor of the adaptation. The adaptation will help you heal the injuries, but it can only do so much. You can get shot.
Is the adaptation the healing factor? Is it that? Does that count, or does Mahoraga heal without the adaptation? Is it like an added on? That's important to say. Is the adaptation also the healing factor? Is that what we're saying? Because it could be that he just himself can heal really well on top of the adaptation. I don't know if we can just say like it's the same thing. I don't know, but okay, I'll give it to you. Maybe it is. If it is, then yeah, it's pretty good. It's definitely better than the Attack on Titan healing factor.
Once and heal it up fine, but if someone immediately dumps an entire clip into you, it's still gonna.
What is the context of this, man? Is this The Simpsons? Yeah, it looks like it is, man. They just be doing anything in The Simpsons, huh? Oh my god.
Hurting if you're not fully adapted yet. This happened during the Mahoraga vs Sukuna fight in the manga, where Mahoraga was crawling on the ground after the domain expansion. Also, the adaptation doesn't always necessarily mean healing every time. It could be something else, such as helping you react to an attack better. I personally feel that if you want to be reckless and have adaptation, it's gotta be a rapid adaptation ability like Darwin's from X-Men. His mutant power would likely serve a more convenient day-to-day purpose. Next up, we got Shigaraki's decay quirk, which I have no idea why anyone would want this power.
Horrible.
Very clear how detrimental his quirk can be, but we saw that in his backstory that his quirk accidentally made him murk his entire.
You lose control for 1 second, gone. Family gone. Whatever it is, but you playing video games, you get mad, gone. Controller gone. If you're playing on like a laptop or something, like a keyboard that's cooked, you gotta buy a new one because you got mad one time. No, bruh, no.
Entire family. The power is extremely simple and deadly because it just requires you to touch something or someone with their fingers and they disintegrate to dust, Infinity War style. As the quirk gets stronger, the decay can begin to spread to other things touching the decaying object, creating a domino effect. So you can accidentally level an entire city with ease.
You have a panic attack, everybody dying. Everybody, they're gone. Everybody. Look at this. Crumbling.
Careful. And that's my main problem with the quirk. All it does is destroy things.
Exactly.
I can't really find another creative use besides that. I promise you, you will never, ever find yourself needing this quirk.
Maybe you'll just decay the garbage in the world. Like in dumpster heap where they just be throwing like stuff in dumpster heat and like burning it up and then creating fumes for like maybe you'll be good at that, right? You'll just decay it and then it'll just turn into dust and you'll be good.
Joe Goldberg and need to get rid of some evidence and his quirk will be your best friend.
But you know, people don't be respecting like workers like that, bro. You're not gonna make that much money. Let's keep it a buck. You're gonna make more than the average person, but you're just not gonna make a lot of money, bro. They finna hold you. The businessman.
No one watching this video is moving like Joe Goldberg in real life. Maybe you can become a trash collector and just start destroying trash, but even then that could be risky.
This is why I mess with Olama, bro. We're locked in. And somebody on the last video said, nah, bro, you watched the video before. Man, I'm me saying that and stuttering does not help my case, but you know what I'm trying to say, man.
you probably wouldn't be able to control the spread very well, so one decaying banana peel that slips out of the bag can destroy a couple houses. If we're being real, it's a worse version of overhaul because he can break down and rebuild matter. Shigaraki's quirk is just a derivative of overhaul. Why would you not want overhaul instead of decay? Decay is a purely villainous ability. Only evil people are using this ability for real, and hint hint, it's not for good things.
Yeah.
And actually, this is a good place to bring this up. In every facet possible, there are a multitude of never-ending battles. Democracy versus communism, lions versus hyenas, Kevin Durant versus hairbrushes. My never-ending battle is with the comments of this series, more specifically, the secret villains in them. It's like y'all are sleeper agents. Y'all hear the prospect of getting powers in real life and start commenting some wild stuff. Like, what on earth is this guy talking about?
World domestic. What power is this? It must be some type of power. I don't know about it. It's pretty awesome. You can experiment
talking on about the pros of world domination
on people with anyone. Hell no, I'm not reading that. Okay, this one. If you have a magma fruit, you can just melt whoever tries to. The magma user when you submerge them in water. This is why he said y'all can't be trusted with powers. Bro is gonna make like, right? You just melt whoever. Bro's Homelander, bruh. You have issues, bro. That's crazy. Submerge them in water. I mean, yeah, he can't use magma power in there. It's gonna like create that hard substance when magma like cools down or whatever. Then he's gonna encase himself in like concrete or whatever that substance is.
Guy just further proves my point with the Kainu's fruit. You finna get served papers for property damage and burn them to death? What's wrong with you? I'm not even coming from a moral standpoint anymore. They're going to find out that you are willing to burn people to death and start using force against you. The government will easily stop you once they realize that your weakness is being submerged in water, which is something they would try to do considering you're generating lava from your body. You're not invincible, bruh. Everyone in the country's government is gonna use everything to catch you. They might even pop out the Men in Black weapons for you. Once they catch you, it's up for you. Game over. Yeah, you are never seeing the light of day again.
You gotta have some crazy. You gotta have some crazy shit, bro. You gotta have some OP power, bro. Some crazy to be able to like take on the world, bro. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. If that power doesn't include something to make you invulnerable, bro, you're not finna do it, bro. You're not finna do it. You're cooked. Or like some type of like crazy movement like the Flash, and you even as the Flash you have to be so careful of all of your surroundings at all times, bro. They catch you slipping, they catch you sleeping, you're cooked, bro. You're cooked.
Okay, I finally got that off. Before we move on to the next ability, if you're new and enjoying so far, you might as well subscribe. Anyways, it's time to talk about
go ahead and sub, bro. Appreciate you, the ones that did it.
Strongest man in the world, Whitebeard, and his fruit, the quake fruit. This fruit is one of the keys to Whitebeard being such a force in the One Piece verse. The fruit allows the user to create.
What would make this bad though? The thing is, I'm noticing how White Bro calls them bad is that they only have one use case, and that's like offense. In the real world, it would be bad, but like a lot of the times when I give myself these powers, or I'll think about giving somebody these powers, I'm also thinking about, do other people get powers as well? Because if everybody gets their choice of power, then yeah, bruh, then yeah, you want an offensive power at least, bruh. It's gonna be My Hero Academia, bruh. Something like that.
Shockwaves and earthquakes.
You know the Superman lovers, bruh. They're gonna be heroes immediately, bruh. Gonna be heroes immediately, bruh. I'm not finna do that. I'm not one of them, bro. I'm not happy-go-lucky, bro.
And it's as strong as it sounds. This man Whitebeard was causing tsunamis and entire islands to shake.
I'm not a villain though.
Of his fruit. Sengoku famously said he could destroy the world with the fruit, showing how strong it can really be. Now it's important to know that Whitebeard is a pirate that doesn't really have to follow the rules. It doesn't matter if he accidentally destroys a couple buildings because he's not paying for it. He got a multi-billion-dollar bounty already, so some extra fines will not hurt him in the slightest. You, however, are a regular citizen of society and will need to follow the laws and regulations of our civilization. So if you got this fruit, it probably would not be the best idea to start throwing out a bunch of quake punches at people pressing you because of all the collateral damage. Earthquakes are not some little pushover natural disaster. Yeah. These things are serious. And considering the fact that Whitebeard could potentially destroy the planet, you'll probably break the Richter scale with some of your moves. It is simply overkill. Who the heck are you fighting to justify you?
Damn, bruh. Bruh, he's something regular. You didn't even need to use your power on this dude, bruh. Is that
Richter scale with some of your moves? It is simply overkill.
Who is this? Yeah, he doesn't even look like. Yeah, bruh. Damn, man.
Heck, are you fighting to justify using this fruit for offense? Kryptonians? It's far too life-threatening for normal civilians. The fruit can be seen as a threat to friend and foe. If you've played games with a character with ridiculous AoE, that's most of your attacks. You can't even do the whole taking over the world thing very well. The quake fruit is a paramecia, not a logia, so you can be touched. And it's not like the fruit improves your speed or durability. You can just make earthquakes. So the classic lead in your chest is putting you on a t-shirt. There's probably one out of every...
That is true, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, the most OP powers are the ones that like they change your form, man. Just having a lot of output with no type of defense is garbage, bro. You need like either a lot of speed, man, a lot of speed to where like even if you were gonna get hit by something, you can dodge it. A lot of speed, man, like Flash. Or you need like logia fruits, man, where you can turn intangible if you do get shot and you didn't like expect it. It just goes through you because you're gas or something, bruh.
100 scenarios where this food will be a net positive for you. Next up, we got curse speech, and it's not too complex of a curse technique to explain.
Nah, I don't know about this one. This one is good, bro. This one is good, bro. Stop.
Curse speech, your words are enhanced with curse energy, so listeners are compelled to act based on those words. Shut yourself. Yes, theoretically you could even do that. Honestly, this power can be abused like crazy with the right or wrong person. But being completely honest, I always thought this power was kind of meh in the series once you learn the extent of it. I know he's a side character, but Inumaki has barely done anything with this ability. Like, you'll have this one cool moment but get sidelined. And he gets sidelined because the recoil for this ability is ridiculous.
Yeah,
different commands required.
It's kind of crazy. The recoil is crazy. But like the ability itself, but you gotta, I feel like the recoil is crazy because of what the type of things he's fighting. This is a special grade curse. And he blew it away with one command. I feel like that's why, bruh. It's because it's special grade stuff, bruh. I feel like on every regular humans or like regular things, it's not gonna hurt as much, bruh.
Different skill levels.
But you won't be able to talk to people. That's rough.
The skill level of the command, the more backlash on the user, aka you, will receive. Why do you think this man Inumaki's always coughing up blood? He can't even use some of the complex commands very much. Shoot, even some of the commands get shrugged off anyways. Granted, it was a special grade curse or a special grade curse user shrugging it off. Theoretically, you can master it, as we've never seen anyone in the series give someone a crazy command with it, but certainly there's a limit to what you can do with it. I doubt any of us would be as skilled as Sukuna or Gojo with Jujutsu to actually make the most of it. And oh yeah, right, when I said your words are enhanced with cursed energy, I truly meant all of your words. So no more of those things you like to call sentences. You will be forced to speak in food for the rest of your life or get a device that gives you a voice. It's because with normal words, you can risk inadvertently cursing people with cursed speech. If you try to have a normal conversation, you might get the other person murked in the process because of the lack of control. So having this power in real life means I cough up blood because I either overuse the ability or I do something.
Imagine saying shut that ass up, bruh. Cause you were mad in a video game, bro. Y'all, you trash talking with that nose. Say shut that ass up. Oh no, bro would be able to shit for the rest of his life. That's crazy. Tough. Cause you said that. Can you open it again? Pause, man. What am I talking about? Watch the video, bro. Let's watch the video.
Something I'm too weak to do. On top of that, I can only speak in food ingredients or whatever to avoid cursing people. What? Just so I could troll a couple times? I will pass on that any day of the week. I'd rather see someone combust into flames. Wait, no, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, exactly. You can't make mistakes.
Last up is yet another JJK ability, Sukuna's Shrine Technique. In my opinion, it's pretty self-explanatory why you would never need something like this in real life. There are three main parts of this ability: Cleave, Dismantle, and the Fire Arrow. Dismantle is the default slash that fires out an invisible slash. You cut up things. It's pretty simple. Cleave is a more unique slash in the fact that it can be adjusted to the durability levels of the enemy to just finish them off in one hit. It's also used while physically touching the opponent. The Fire Arrow is basically a mini nuke that can destroy city blocks and is made of fire. Again, pretty obvious. These abilities sound pretty broken when reading them on paper until you realize that these are sort of Sukuna techniques, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
These abilities only work for Sukuna since he's really good at Jujutsu sorcery, but in the hands of anyone else, they're not as effective. Like, if you gave Nobara a Cleave and Dismantle, she's not going to be the strongest in the verse. This same type of logic would likely apply in real life unless you're a prodigy of some sort. So you, my friend, are not going to be that good with using this technique. The slashes might be like paper cuts or will be uncontrollable. I can't even fathom the amount of training you'd need to make this power really good. Also, the technique suffers the same
problem. And like Sukuna and Gojo are like once in a like lifetime what's this, prodigies at what they do, bruh. Like, they're ridiculously good. You're not learning to control what he's doing, bruh. There's no way. Even if you had the talent, bruh, no ways, bruh.
a lot of fictional powers have, and it's the fact that the power is mainly combat focused.
Not only do they have the talent, like for example, they have like the curse energy output to do all this, but they're also geniuses to come up with these type of things, bruh. So it's like it's just, yeah, you're not getting both. There's no way, bruh. Once in a lifetime type of talent.
At the basic level, there really aren't.
You're not even LeBron James. You couldn't even do this, bruh. There's nothing remarkable about you. You're watching my video. You're a bum, bruh. My bad, y'all. I love y'all, bro. I love you, bro. You're important, bro. You matter, bro. Put the knife down, bro.
Many applications of cleaving this mantle besides cutting stuff. If you're a chef, that's cool, but how many of us are really culinary experts? Even if we give you the benefit of having a domain expansion, what will you ever use it for? The only people who want this power are either the Sukuna fans or the super agents, super villains I referred to earlier. So that's another set of powers that I think are kind of to just straight up bad in real life. If y'all want another part to this series, just tell me in the comments, because I don't want to overrun the channel with this type of video. With that being said, have a great day and peace out.
Have a great day and peace out. Couldn't have said it better myself. So, you know what I'm saying? Drop bro a like while you're at it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Drop me a like while you're at it. Appreciate y'all for coming out, bruh. I will increase the frequency at which I post. I did do it for a little bit. We started falling behind, bruh. I'm telling y'all, life just be happening, bruh. But I don't want to start yapping, bro. Certain things are coming in line again, bruh. So I might be able to become more consistent again. So y'all can expect more consistently from me. Love y'all. Appreciate the support on the channel, man. Have a great day. Maybe click on another video if you want to, bruh. I'm just saying if you enjoy it. Okay, bro. My bad, bro. Just go ahead.